Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female stuff, the menstrual cycle, the feminism, about the self-improvement, a lot more topics. In today's video, I'm gonna specifically going to talk about how to understand or how to know what are that this is really meant for you, whether you are pursuing any relationship, any career, or anything in general, and you are really confused that this thing is really meant for you or not, how to actually know. I'm gonna be sharing some tips that help me and to find what it is really meant for me. So without further ado, let's get straight with that. Before go back, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video future, consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, you can visit our website www.thesimpleBabes.com. The link is in description box below. You can very well grab the self-care workbook planner that will going to help you. It's mainly catering to the females, which will going to help you cater your life, your menstrual cycle, your health, your diet, everything. It's entirely based on experience and knowledge. The link is in description box below. Without further ado, let's get started. Oftentimes, it's very hard to find what it is actually meant for you, especially if you are in your early 20s and figuring out what you want to do with your life, or if you are in a relationship and confused whether that relationship is for you or not. I mean, do we really need to supposed to be doing this, or what it is meant for us? And we get confused and we started asking questions to the people. Maybe you asking to your family members, your friends, your peers, or some other people in your life who may be more important. You start asking them to understand what it is really meant for you. But I want to tell you a few things over here that literally help me to tap into my own self and figure it out what I really want in my life. Now, of course, I haven't figured out the entire life. I mean, no one, I think I had never seen someone who has actually figured the entire life in just their 20s, in just their 30s. It takes time, it takes days, sometimes it takes years. So I'm in my late 20s. There are so many strategies, so many tips, and so many methods you're gonna see in the online space figuring out what you really want to do with your life. I'm gonna keep it in a one statement, and then I'm gonna be dividing that statement into various tips so that it would be easy for you to go into the various tips and steps and to actually figure it out. So first I'm gonna talk about the state. See, now this is created all by myself, okay guys? It's not taken from internet or somewhere else. It's based on my own experience. Hopefully you can relate to it or may not be, but anyways, let me know in the comment section below. But the statement is that if you see yourself drawn to something or some person or some island or something or the other, if you feel yourself drawn to that thing naturally, okay, you don't have to try to like that thing or to like that person. No, you are naturally drawn to that particular thing. And no matter how hardships or how many struggles or how many issues are there along the road to reach a particular thing, but still you feel yourself drawn to that thing, that means that thing is for you. If you are living in your comfort zone right now and you want to pursue that thing which you are naturally drawn towards that, you're gonna see that the circumstances of the situation will going to become in your present situation will going to make the things worse for you or uncomfortable for you, that they're gonna push you towards that thing which is comes more naturally to you. It happens with me time on time. When I'm trying to reach to a certain level, when I'm focusing on pursuing a relationship, which I really meant to be, I see a lot of the hardships and struggles and all that stuff in that. I feel uncomfortable. So I try to relax in my comfortable position right in the present situation. I try to get into the comfy. But what happens? The things actually in the present situation make it a lot more uncomfortable for me to be in this comfortable situation in the present moment, and actually pushes me in the direction of that thing which is actually meant for me. So these are the two statements in which I can summarize how to figure out the things what is exactly meant for you. But now I'm gonna actually make it a little bit more easy, and we're going to divide into the tips. So hopefully it will going to make more sense and you're gonna consume it much more better. So the first tip or the first step that you could see is look at the things which you are naturally drawn towards. Whether it's a relationship, a career, or some kind of a culture, a lifestyle, a place, or something or the other. Whatever the thing is, if you feel like if you are naturally being drawn to some situation or some place. For me, personally, I drawn to certain kind of a lifestyle. Like I'm more drawn towards a Mexican lifestyle. I don't know why. But if you feel yourself more drawn towards a certain type of a culture or a lifestyle, that means that thing is for you. For me personally, I was from a medical background. I am a doctor, but when I was doing my medical degree, I wasn't there. I was seeing a lot of the struggles and hardships while studying and all that stuff, but I wasn't really passionate about it. Of course, I love the science biology. It's my strength, and I really enjoy studying and I really enjoy those experiments. But I don't enjoy the doctor life. I don't really enjoy doing the patients, and that's okay. So when I started actually reinventing myself and started figuring out what are the things that are naturally drawn towards, I find myself to drawn towards the art, towards the clay, towards the sculptures, all the creative works that people make. I was drawn myself to that. So I started taking a piece of paper and a graphite, and I started making an artwork, and sooner or later I realized, in 2 years now, I realized that I'm completely drawn towards the art. I don't really belong to the doctor background. In fact, I really belong to the art background, to the creative background. So this is just was one of the examples from my own personal life which I can very relate to. So I want to tell you, if you are still confused and you don't know what are the things that you're naturally attracted to or naturally drawn towards, maybe explore the world, because you are not surrounded by a lot of the stuffs right now. You're kind of like in your own cave, and you have to come out of the cave and explore the world and see what's there beyond your imagination. Second step, which is kind of like a little bit counterintuitive, but again it works wonders, that goal or actually pursue that thing, you need to go towards a lot of the obstacles, a lot of the hardships and difficulties that gonna be coming along the road of actually reaching towards that specific thing. Okay, so when you're looking at all the possible hardships or struggles or the issues or the difficulties that are gonna be coming along the road, still you find yourself attracted towards or drawn towards that thing, that is the good sign that that thing is exactly for you. This is a second tip or a second step. You can actually take a little bit more time, take a piece of paper, journal it out. For example, if you want to become an actor, okay, this is just a random example, guys. If you want to become an actor, note it down. What are the different possibilities of the difficulties or to face while becoming an actor? Like, you need to learn how to do the acting if you're not good at it. You have to have a good physical body, you need to have good hairs and good all that kind of a stuff. I mean, I don't know what an actor needs. This is just a random example. You need to find some sort of a competition and you need to pass in that competition, or you need to be a winner in some shows or something like that. Whatever the case is, if you can see those difficulties and hardships that are gonna be coming along the road, still you feel like you are drawn towards that thing, then that's just the thing for you. The third tip, the third tip or the third step that I have for you, when you see or when you feel that your present situation is actually making the things more uncomfortable for you, so that it will going to push you towards that thing which is naturally drawn towards you. For example, let me phrase an example over here. Musician, okay, you want to play a piano and you want to become a pianist and blah 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 stuff. You want to pursue, you see that your parents also has a background in the music world. Maybe they are a pianist or they actually play some other musical instruments, and they are telling you to go with the job, with the career, or with the thing that actually makes you feel alive, that actually makes you feel like you want to pursue that, and they are telling you, but still you're not going because you feel like, oh, the becoming a pianist, there is a lot of the hurdles and struggles are there, I have to do this and that, and you feel like you are comfortable in your present situation and you are not ready to get uncomfortable to reach where you want to reach, but your parents is making your situation uncomfortable, so that you actually focus on your goal, on the things that you're passionate about. If they are telling you, you have to do this, otherwise we will going to do this, otherwise you have to leave the house, if they are making your present situation worse, this is just an example, guys, okay, the universe will going to make your situation, the present situation, more worse, so that you actually get out of this comfortable present situation and focus on the things that actually matters to you. So if they are making it uncomfortable, then that's a great sign that that is a thing that is meant for you and you should pursue that thing. Last tip or the last sign that I want to cover in when you are actually asking yourself, is this thing is really meant for me, whether this relationship is meant for me or not, or this career or this business or this thing is really actually meant for me or not, and you see that the questions that you are having regarding that particular relationship, regarding that particular business or career or that thing is being answered directly or indirectly along the road. Maybe it would be answered by your partner, maybe it be answered by your friends, maybe it be answered by a media, like you're watching some news and suddenly something pop up and which actually answer your question, or maybe it being answered by some kind of like a blog article when you were looking on the internet and some blog article pop up and someone is answering your question, or a YouTube video, in the form of a YouTube video someone is answering your question. If you see that your questions or your doubts have been solved or been answered along the way while pursuing that thing, then that is a great sign that that is the thing for you. Moreover, you need to realize that life is too short. If you feel like you are being gravitated to certain thing that is coming naturally to you, like you don't have to actually go and like someone or go and like a career or go and like a place, but if you're naturally drawn towards that, you're gravitated to that, it's like it's kind of like going inside your heart day in and day out and telling you to actually pursue that, then that's the biggest sign that you could ever take to pursue that thing. Rest assured, your questions, your queries, all the roadblocks, all the difficulties will going to be resolved, will going to be solved along the road of you reaching to that particular thing. So hopefully I have answered this question. These are entirely based on my experience and knowledge so far. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any tips on how you actually figure it out, what is actually meant for you. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'll gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.